Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Captain here, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be making a tutorial on how to make this Lego Kirby. So this is a very simple custom, and so this tutorial should be pretty easy to follow. Before we get into the video, I just want to say be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And if we could get a total of 2 likes, if we could get at least 2 likes, then that would make me pretty happy. So let's try to get that like goal of 2 likes, and be sure to subscribe if you're new around here. And yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, so the first step is very simple, as you can see. It's just a 2x2 brick and a 2x2, what do you call them, like a plate. And I mean, you can stick it on top or underneath. I just put it on the bottom. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, so as you can see, it's very simple, just those 2 pieces to begin with. And then the next step, it includes some sculpting, but it's not difficult at all to do. It's just this piece that you started off with, and then you're going to sculpt. Just get some Procreate or green stuff, whatever clay you're using, and just sculpt a couple of arms. I just start off by making like a little ball of clay and sticking it to the side, and then I just kind of like stretch out the edges so it kind of molds to the actual brick part of the minifigure. So it just kind of flows into the brick better. And then for the feet, it's sort of the same thing. I'm trying something a bit different with the old one. I kind of like mushed the feet into it more, and like it just kind of looked a bit weird, more like duck feet. With this one, I'm making them look a bit more disconnected, kind of how the real character is. So I just made a couple of balls of clay and stuck them to the brick, I guess. I keep calling it a minifigure, but technically it's not really a minifigure. It's more like a brick build. But in the end, this is what your goal is for it to look like. You're just going to want to paint the entire thing with a solid pink. I ended up going over with 3 coats of pink, and I did 1 coat, and I needed to do a second coat just because it wasn't filling out right. And then the second coat wasn't the exact color that I wanted, so I brightened up the color a bit to make it more accurate to the actual character, and painted it over a 3rd time. And then I painted the feet red, and if you want to get the lines more like perfect, I guess, I use like a thumbtack, or actually lately I've been using this little like pen to do some of the painting. That's kind of like, if there's this one, like you might want to use it for the little black outlines around his face features. But with some of my other customs, like oops about that, like this Link minifigure, which I will be showcasing pretty soon, there are some very small like little crevices that you have to paint, and you don't want to, like, there's parts around it that you don't want to accidentally paint. So you want to use like a pen or something very, very small and fine to get those little tiny details in. Dang it, I keep dropping stuff. Okay, moving on. So yeah, just get those feet painted red, and try not to paint the rest of the like brick part of the figure. And then of course the arms are just painted solid pink like everything else. And then the face, let's see if I can get a closer shot. The face was very simple. Now this might look like sort of complicated to a lot of you guys if you're beginners, but basically I just painted 2 black ovals for his eyes. It doesn't matter if they're solid or not. And then I went back with a thumbtack and just painted the little white dots, as you can see, like right here and right here. I just painted those little white dots, and you don't want to like try to swirl it and make a dot or anything, because it'll leave weird marks. You just want to get a good glop of paint on your I wasn't using this to paint this part of the eyes, by the way. So you just want to get a good glop, not too big, not too small, and just kind of like put it on there. You don't want to like swirl it around, like I said, because it'll look bad. And then, so actually you're probably going to want to start off with a solid black oval, because then once you get down to the blue part, you're going to want to just take a little bit of blue paint and just kind of smudge it on there, and it can look swirly or whatever, because this part, it kind of wants you kind of want it to fade a little bit. I didn't really get much of a fade, but from a distance it looks kind of faded. And then you're not going to want to paint blue all the way like around. You don't want a solid blue because you do want that black outline to make it look more cartoony. Then the mouth, I took a black and just painted like a black triangle like this. And of course you can clean up if you mess up or something. Then I took a dark red and painted in sort of the top layer here. As you can see, it's a different layer or like a different shade of red. And then I just took the regular red paint and painted like the bottom half of the mouth. I guess that could be his tongue or something. But by the way, I'm using it's all apple barrel paint, super cheap and you can get it at like any hobby stores like Hobby Lobby or even Walmart and stuff like that. But yeah, then the cheeks I just took like mixed up some pink paint, but made sure it was darker than the rest of the figure. And just painted these two little sort of lines here. So that was a lot of explaining, and you know, maybe a bit more than I was hoping, but it really is overall a very simple custom to make, and I feel like a lot of you guys will be able to do this. If you have any questions, just be sure to ask me in the comments below. So if you like this video, be sure to drop a like. And if you want to see more tutorials like this one, or if there's a specific custom that I've made that you want to make, just tell me in the comments below. And I will try to make a tutorial on that. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.